guys, what's up? I'm Brian here doing another video for you guys, and this time I'm going to dedicate this review to Autism Awareness Month. If you guys don't know, autism affects a lot of people, including myself, because I have autism. That's actually why I decided to review a blue character with a blue background. It's all for Autism Awareness Month. Usually I do a Canadian reviewer episode, but I'm kind of held back right now. If I'm able to, I will release one in April. I'm trying to release one in April, but for right now, I'm just kind of held back with that. So I decided, why not just do a basic review of Armada Sideswipe? So here's Armada Sideswipe, and quite an interesting character to review for Autism Awareness Month, because this figure actually is terrible. It's pretty bad. You can hear a lawnmower outside, so don't mind that. But let's just dive into this toy. So the alt mode is fine, although it would be better if it was red, because, well, it is Sideswipe, and that was the Generation 1 color scheme. But by this point, we had a couple of different alliterations for characters, so I don't necessarily mind. He seems to have gunmetal wheels, which is very nice. Gunmetal spoiler and some gunmetal paint applications. He actually has paint applications on the front, which is something I can't say for some modern figures. And even on the back, he's got the taillights, which is pretty cool. Yellow windows, which is fine. You can see his head inside there, but what I really like is the Transformers logo. I mean, it's a robot in disguise, but he says Transformer on the top there. That's hilarious. He's got an Autobot logo right here, and then a couple of Autobot logos right on the side. It's not a bad looking car. It's also a very basic looking car too. Like, I don't know, just doesn't look cool to me. You went from a Lamborghini Countach or whatever it was, and even in the movie he was a Corvette Stingray. And now he just seems like a Honda Civic or something like that. I don't know. Just, kind of dull by comparison. But anyways, he has a gimmick in this mode. You can hit this switch, and here comes the Mini-Con Nightbeat. We'll talk about Nightbeat later on, because, yeah. But yeah, that just flips up. They kept that for the Run Amok figure, despite the fact that he does not come with a Mini-Con. They gave him a gun, though, to put in the back of that, so that's good. Anyways, with that said, let's go ahead and transform the figure. Now, to start off, you have weapon storage at the bottom. You want to take the weapons off. The knife sticks in here, and then the gun sticks in here. There is a certain way to plug those in, and I don't like the holes. They seem to be breaking off. It's clear plastic, so there's that. Anyways, the first thing you want to do is kind of break this apart. It's easier just to move that down and then swing these down, which I really don't like. Because again, you're working with clear plastic, which is not good. Let me bring this down. And flip down the feet like so. And then bring down the legs, and that will automatically flip up. Like so. Let me raise the camera. Oh, there is a gimmick that I forgot to show off, is in car mode you can push this button and these will launch out, but unfortunately you have to plug them back into place, which kind of defeats the purpose. It's supposed to be a punching front end car thing, and I don't care for it, because again, you have to plug it into place, and sometimes it's very tricky to get this gimmick to activate. I don't know what was going on with my head. I just kind of went somewhere else. But anyways, separate the arms. Fold down the chest, and take the head, and move it forward. And there you have Sideswipe in his robot mode. And he's terrible. He's just really, really bad. First up, you don't get a lot of articulation, and some of the joints that you get seems to clash into certain parts. And what I mean by that is the arms seem to clash into the legs, and then you have this little ball joint right here that doesn't move up too far. And then the legs have forward and back, and then all this out articulation, no knee, so there's not much you can do with that. I hate the articulation on this, and the head especially. You don't get any articulation in the head. That's why I hated Runamuck. That's why I didn't find him amusing, is because he didn't do anything. The articulation was complete crap. But anyways, let's take a look at the Mini-Con gimmick. Let's get that out of the way. So you're supposed to plug this onto the back, pull it down, and you would get the fist that moves gimmick, whatever you want to call it. The unfortunate part with that is the whole torso is on a joint, and that just fired off. Anyways, the torso is on a joint. So what that means is that you really have to struggle with trying to get this Mini-Con gimmick to work, and it doesn't work. I don't know, something always stays stuck. But basically, this arm is supposed to move up and down, and it does a terrible job at it. Anyways, you also get a couple of weapons. You get this little gun thing that can combine with the knife. You can also detach that and plug the gun right there. And plug the knife like so. If you like, I like to have that. Anyways, let's take a look at Nightbeat for a sec. Nightbeat sucks. Yeah, I don't seem to have a good track record with Nightbeats. I mean, my Generations one is kind of crappy. It's not built correctly. I guess in production they messed up, but yeah, this Nightbeat kind of sucks. Transform it. Bring down those. Flip down the waist. Bring up the head. Rotate that around. Then flip the head down. Now, in motorbike mode, or bike mode, whatever you want to call it, it was fine. In robot mode, it sucks. This is one of the worst Mini-Cons I have ever seen. It's garbage. It doesn't look good whatsoever. See, we got Shockwave Eye. You think that's going to be amusing to me? Because I like Shockwave? It just looks terrible. Oh god, it's ugly. So damn ugly. You also got a couple of Mini-Con ports right there, which nobody's going to use. Let's take a look at that head. Maybe at least that will be good. Whoops, sorry. Yeah. That's just meh. It's kind of boring, actually. I don't know. You could also flick these little yellow tabs and launch out the punching gimmick. So, that's fun? Question mark? I don't know. I really don't like some of the things on this toy. A part of me thinks it's charming, and a part of me just likes bad figures because they're so bad it's good. And this is one of them. But at the same time, I cannot recommend this toy to anyone. It's just that bad. It really is. This mold is terrible. I have the Runamuck, and I got this on purpose knowing that it was going to be bad. It's just a terrible toy. It doesn't play well. It really doesn't. And when people say, oh, Armada had a few good figures, I point to this and I say, they can't make up for this. Except for one figure, and that's Unicron. You know, Unicron is a good figure, of course. But despite that, I think this pretty much destroys my expectation for any other Armada figure. Anyways, that is pretty much it. I thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, and all those fun doodads. And I'll see you guys next time.